For this course, we're going to be using an example website that I created. You're going to have to download this and run it on your computer. And this example site's going to have all the things we're going to be making tests for. In order to get this downloaded, we need to go to GitHub and get all the code. So first things first, you need to have Git installed on your computer. I think most Linux and Mac OSs already have installed, but you can always go here to git-scm.com and go down here to the downloads page and choose your operating system and install it. So once you have that installed on your operating system, you should have Git in your environment. We're going to go here to GitHub, and I have under Chris Jackson, Action QA, NW API. Don't worry, I'm going to leave a link for this in the notes. So check those, the links are there. But on this page, you'll have this code right here. So click that, and it'll be HTTPS, and then you can just click this thing to copy this stuff right here. Once you have it copied, you're going to want to open up a terminal. For Windows, I just hit the start menu and type in CMD for the command prompt. If you're on Mac or you're on Linux, you're going to want to search for terminal, and that should open up a bash terminal. So let's go ahead and open up the command prompt here for Windows and choose whatever directory you want to store this in. I have stuff I just kind of store everything in right here, but you can go to like your documents directory or wherever you want to store the site. Doesn't matter, it's up to you. So what we're going to do right here is git clone, and then we're going to paste that what we just copied from GitHub here into the command line. So if we just did this, git clone, you'll see right here it's cloning into NW API. So we can just cd into NW-API, and there's our site at the README. Another alternative, let me clear out this thing. If you wanted to do git clone, then paste that link again. If you wanted to name it a different directory, just go like foobar. Whatever you want to name another directory, it'll do the git clone, it'll do it into foobar instead. So if you go into foobar, you'll see that site with the README is all right here. Okay, since we're already in this foobar directory, we'll just roll with that. Remember, you can always re-download the site and put it anywhere else that you want. Up to you. Right now, it just has a site. Probably in the future, by the time you're taking this course, it'll probably have the complete code for all the tutorials, all the solutions for the tutorials in here. But the main thing for us really is this site directory. So let's cd into this site directory. And you look in here, you know, got all this stuff for a React website. So all you really have to do right here is first go npm install. That will install everything needed to run this site. And this is going to take a few minutes. Cool, now that you have this installed, the npm install stuff, all you have to do is go npm start. And that will kick off this website and launch it on your local host. Okay, that took me a couple minutes for everything to boot up and get to this page. And again, by the time you see this is probably going to be a lot different. I'm basically developing this website as we go and creating the tutorials and lessons. So expect on this left-hand side, everything's going to be filled out. But right now, there's just a couple little spots here for, you know, the instructions that we talked about previously about the IDE and Node, and hey, how to install and do this website. But since you're already here, you don't need this information, do you? Anywho's, This site is running on localhost 3000. That's important to know. So if you like close this web browser out, as long as this part is still running, then you can just open up like a new incognito window or whatever browser you want and just go localhost 3000, and it should take you back to this site right here. And that's it. That's the site. And as we go along, all the tutorials that we're talking about, all the things that we're going to be testing are going to be here on the left, and you'll be able to click into those and start running your tests against things on this site. One other thing to note, when you want that localhost 3000 to completely stop and stop running the server, you're going to have to go to your terminal and hit Control-C. Control-C. On Windows, it gives you a prompt. I think on Mac OS, it'll just kill the program, but just type yes, and it'll kill out this thing. There's no longer anything at localhost 3000. So if I went over here and went localhost 3000, you're going to get a dead site. Yeah, it's not finding anything. It's just spinning. And yeah, that's it. Okay, now let's move on to the next step of getting your directory set up for writing tests.